What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? Another video, another TNC, not TNC, but basketball or YouTube basketball video. Um, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm a really big fan, so that's why I've been talking about it recently. Like I don't want people to think I'm hopping on a bandwagon because I know it's become really popular recently after all the PPVs and stuff. But today I wanted to talk about one of my favorite hoopers on the scene since like I was there when, like, no lie, like no trying to sound like, oh, I'm that guy, but like I've been to about Cam since like 2020, bro, when Frigga first discovered him in Charlotte. Like, so that's really my guy. But today I wanted to talk about Cam and kind of like the narrative around him, about him, like, because I was watching a couple days ago where I think it was Davo, and if you don't know who Davo is, he's the guy who runs Off the Dribble, another YouTube platform that does basketball content, or like, yeah, IRL hoops. So, and he was just talking about how people have Cam in top 10, top 5 conversations, but his whole discussion was that he hasn't beaten anybody in the top 10 and top 5. That really made me think, like, yeah, it's true to some degree, but at the same time, I think Cam is definitely a top 5, top 10 talent in the scene. And I'm somebody at times who even though I really like Cam, I do think he could be overrated a bit at times. So it's just like, I understand what he was trying to say, but at the same time, like, all right, let's not forget who that man is. Like, his elevation, like, he's by far the most improved player on the scene from when they first started to where they are now. Like, the whole conversation was about how, like, they was talking about how they think left hand Dom could, like, let's say if them two, like, he said it's a toss, like a toss of a coin who he thinks will win that game, which is crazy to me. Like, left hand Dom is also not most improved, but definitely top 5 most improved on the scene too, from when he first started to where he is now. Like, if you don't know who Left Hand Dom is, just search his name on YouTube and you see. Like, his first couple, like, he wasn't getting booked for games like that, for real, for real. Like, I know he had one game against a dude named Rajon, and Dom's whole thing, like, Dom for being on the sideline, being loud, like, just talking crazy to people. Like, he one of those people, like, he gonna say whatever come to his mind, and it's coming out his mouth. Pause. So it's like, that's who we knew Left Hand Dom for, a trash talker, someone who do too much, but he wasn't really respected in the space. Like, even another dude on the stream with Davo was talking about it. Like, bro, people didn't think Damo was nice. Like, they used to troll Damo, bro. Or the left hand Dom. Damo is actually somebody else on the scene who's left-handed too, and his name is Damo. But no, left hand Dom, like, he wasn't respected on the scene. But to get back to Cam, like, to think Cam is really, like, his ascension from when he first got on the scene with in the earlier Frigga fan videos, and even on his first couple seasons of the Next Chapter, to where he is now, it's been truly amazing to watch. Like, Cam is one of those dudes, and for him to get into those top 5, top 10 conversations, like, for real, I think a rematch with Nesco would help his stock. Even though, like, he just took that recent loss to Moon. What I really think that needs to happen is OTD, Ball is Life, and Next Chapter, they gotta find a way to put the differences to the side, bro. Like, I know it's very unlikely, because I know I talked about this in, I don't know if it was the last video or the video I did before, but um bro calling Scotty, the dude who runs Next Chapter, a slave master, like, you can't really come back from that. Like, that's a crazy thing to say to somebody or say about somebody. But like, I don't think they understand the matchups that they're keeping away from us or gatekeeping from us by not collaborating, bro. Like, if you in tune, you remember that season last February, or I think it was last February, where it was the whole Frigga versus Nas. That season of TNC was probably some of the best basketball, because almost everybody on the scene was there. Like, it was a big collaboration, and the games were really well officiated. Because I will say, when it comes to stuff like that, TNC is the best platform when it comes to camera, production, and like overall officiating. Like, of course, every ref is gonna miss calls. There's gonna be stuff here and there, but they're not biased. Like, they're true referees. So I feel like that season was probably some of the best basketball content on YouTube. Like, yesterday, I was watching the BJ and Scotty game. Like, that's just really good basketball, and I feel like, even though something like that is probably not gonna happen again. Even though it may, because Scoob, Zay, and what's his name, Bruce, was all at the last pay-per-view event for Next Chapter. So like it's definitely not beef with the players, but it's that people who actually run the platforms itself. So hopefully we see that. But I feel like if Cam plays a Nesco, he gets a win. I feel like that's a really good win for him because after this Moon loss, it's gonna be hard for him for people to really not take him serious, but like it's gonna be harder for him to solidify himself as a top 5, top 10 player on the scene. But some matchups I think that might be good for him, even though his stock is pretty low right now. I would say a Tay would be a good like test for him because Tay is very well defensively, and even though Cam is probably the most explosive player besides maybe like a C4, but his first step is probably one of the best on the scene. I feel like that would be like that's not too like he would still have Tay would still be able to guard Cam to the point where it's not a blowout. But I feel like a game like that, hear me out when I'm about to say this because I know his stock is not with the same, but like a rematch with Cal, because I think Cal beat him the last time they played, but that was like game of 7 or something. Like that was the early Next Chapter days. Someone like, nah, I don't want to say. I'm gonna do a video about the person that just came to my mind soon, but I'm gonna save that for later. Maybe like Eli Carter. Oh, Eli's hurt right now. I think he just tore his ACL. But like just and he has to play in these city event one-on-ones too, just to get his name back out there, bro. Because people sleeping on Cam, and I thought he was gonna beat Moon. Like, I mean, I knew Moon was gonna beat him. Like, I relied on Moon's defense. Like, I just thought it was gonna overweigh Cam's offense. But at the same time, like, I don't think this should have a negative effect as much as it does to the people that look at him on the scene and stuff. But because I think he has a lot of losses. Like, everybody who he's played in the top 10, top 5, he's lost to. Like, I think he played Scoob, lost. He lost to Nesco. I don't think he ever played Nas. If he did, I'm pretty sure he lost. Like, I don't see him beating a Zay. But the people that he can't, like, if he beats a bunch of well-respected guys, no, I can't even say that no more because he beat Lab. But, like, I think Cam really has to beat a Scoob or a Nesco to really solidify himself. Do I think he can? I think he could beat a Nesco because he's quite a bit bigger than Nesco. Not in terms of, like, muscle or stature, but, like, he's, like, taller than him. So I think that could be a good game. Scoob, I don't know. Like, you can't doubt Scoob. Like, I just watched Scoob come back. I just watched him 35 somebody, and then I watched him come back 29-20 to Frank Nitti, one of the best defenders on YouTube. So, I don't know if he gets that game. And it's one of those things where, will these games even happen? Because, like I said, with the whole platform disagreements and stuff. But as much as I like Cam, I feel like this 2026 has to be better than his 2025. Because Cam had a good 2025 end of 2024. Like, he was hooping. Like, he played. Like, I know he beat Ryan. I know he beat another dude. Like, it was like 30-5. Like, it was one of the first city events from Next Chapter in 2025 or 2020, the end of 2024. Of course, he closed out his trilogy with Mike Harden. He beat Lad, of course. So he has good. And the Moon game wasn't a bad game. It's just Moon is one of them ones. So I feel like Cam really just has to lock in to really solidify himself. But he is definitely a top 5, top talent. But it's just his resume just doesn't speak for it. Even like if he plays someone like Day Day, who just lost his pay-per-view. But if you get a win on Day Day, another great defender on YouTube, I feel like that boosts your stock too. Like, he just has to really beat a lot of guys on the TNC side. Like, if he beats a Tay, beats a Day Day, and maybe like a Cal, conversations should be had, bro. But that's all I really wanted to say. Yeah, I also want to like talk about my channel too. Like, this channel, like, I don't care about. Let me not say I don't care, but I don't care about the subscriber growth or anything like that. Like, this is just for me to get out my comfort zone, talk about basketball or whatever I want to talk about that day. So just stuff like that. Like, I feel like this is my channel. This is just me talking, bro. So I appreciate anybody who does watches. Like, if you do leave a like, but it's just like, this is just me here talking. Like, I am passionate about it, but at the same time, like, we're not trying to be the next Mr. Beast. So that's just, yeah, today I am going to be consistent though these next couple months. Like, I'm going to really try to lock in, do as many videos, but I don't want to just put out videos to put them out. Like, for me to put out a video, it's because it's something I really want to talk about. But I do have at least like 3 or 4, like, definitely that I know I'm gonna put out within the next 2-3 months. Nah, 1 or 2 months that I know, just because like they're topics I want to talk about. But thanks for watching, and yeah, hopefully Cam do what he got to do.